from balloonhowto.com, and I have not made a video in a really long time, so I have to say it kind of feels weird talking to the camera again. But I've got a new video for you guys today, and it's one I promised you back in February, a long time ago. A new owl balloon animal, because I don't know if you've all seen my other owl balloon animal video, but a lot of people said it didn't look like an owl because it didn't have ears. So today I have a new owl just for you that has ears, and I think it looks much more like an owl. And I'm wearing my owl dress today, and if you will notice, these owls, they don't have ears. I just thought I would point that out. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the owl tutorial. I'm going to do a brown owl, and I'm going to show you different variations of this balloon animal as I'm going. So we'll start with the minimum that you need to make it look like an owl if you're doing a line work or something. And then we'll add some more details if you have more time to make it look even better. So, minimum you're going to need are 3 balloons. I need two brown balloons, and well, you can use any color, but I'm going to use 2 brown balloons for the body and a yellow for the feet and the beak. And to start this off, what you're going to do is take one of your brown balloons and just put enough air in it for the 2 ears. Now, I will say the smaller the ears, the better this thing looks. So I'm going to make mine about that big. It's about the width of my hand. And go ahead and tie that off. And you actually want to tie both ends, because we're going to cut the rest of this balloon off and use it for something else. Now, don't tie it too tight, because you still want to be able to make a twist out of this balloon in a minute. But go ahead and cut this tail off. Yes, I know, these are giant scissors for balloons. I don't have my little scissors around right now. So that's what we've got for our owl ears. Go ahead and hold on to that and get your full length balloon ready. So we're going to save the scrap because we're going to use him in a second. But go ahead and get your other brown balloon and blow this one up about 6 pumps. Alright, so I've got that much of a tail. I'm going to tie that off. Now there's a couple of different ways you might find that you like to do this part. I'm going to show you the way I like to do it. I think it's easiest, but whatever. We're going to put the ears into the head right from the very beginning. So, also the smaller you make the head, like the shorter you make the head part, the cuter it looks. So just try to keep everything as condensed as possible, and you'll get that cute factor. Okay, so to start off the head, I'm going to do like a 2 or 3 inch bubble. Then I'm going to kind of wedge the ears in between. I'm not going to lock them into this pinch twist, just kind of put it in between and fold the balloon down around it. And using the nozzle, you're going to twist all this together and pull that nozzle through to keep everything from coming undone. Okay? So this is kind of what we've got. Got like a balloon hot dog thing. Now we're going to do another set of bubbles for the head. So take your long balloon and fold it up. Make another bubble the same size as the other head bubbles. And then to lock this on top, since we can't twist it or do a roll through, we're just going to crisscross. I'll switch places with the other balloon. You can kind of see how it just went over like this. And then you're going to come down, make a bubble, and you can use that nozzle again to wrap around there and lock that in place. Okay, so now he's got some funny looking ears, so we're just going to play with this and get those ears sticking out at the top and slightly to the side. See, they're not locked into all this mess up here. They're just kind of wedged in there. They're being held there by the friction, and it looks pretty cute. Okay, now the rest of this is really pretty basic. we're gonna do 2 loops for the cheeks, a lot like the penguin. So about this big. Do another loop, fold it over, twist. So now we've got our little head. You can kind of start to see what he's looking like. Now we're at the point where we can find our scrap that we saved from the ears. And go ahead and give that a few pumps. I'm gonna do 4.5 maybe, a little air out. Go ahead and tie that off. Gonna take our bird head and just twist this into the neck there. Get our balloons locked in together. You can do the body a lot of different ways. I'm gonna show you the way that I think looks the cutest. I'm gonna bring these 2 balloons down, twist them together about 5-6 inches. I'm gonna bring the longer one up here, twist it back into the head. Okay, so we got kind of like that with the 3 bubble body. Now you can go ahead, if you want, you can bring this back down again. You can leave it at 3 bubbles. I'm gonna leave that up to you. I'm just gonna do 3 bubbles for this video. So I'm gonna get rid of that, twist this off. And then you want to leave a little bit of a tail, so maybe about 2 or 3 inches for a tail. Owls don't have very big tails. Get rid of the rest of that. So this is what we have so far. You can almost call it an owl, but we're going to do a couple more things first here. Next we're going to do the feet. This is a lot like the penguin, so if you know the penguin, you should be able to do this just fine. I blew this up about 3-4 pumps. We're just gonna use it for a couple bubbles here for the feet. I'm gonna do about a 2 or 3 inch bubble, a small round bubble, and then another one the same size as the first one. And then twist those together using the nozzle. Push it through to lock it all in place. Do the same thing again one more time to make another foot. So you've got 2 owl feet, and just get rid of the rest of that. Save it for the beak. And you're gonna tie off this little nozzle piece here so that the feet don't come undone. And now you're just gonna take the feet and slide them right in over the tail. And I like to kind of switch places with them. That way they don't come off as easy. And then for the beak, you're just going to take our yellow scrap, and I'm going to blow it up all the way to the end, but I only need this end part. So now I'm just going to pinch it and let the rest of the air out. So now you have a nice little nose bubble. I'm going to tie that off. And owls have small beaks. So we're just going to leave this little bubble, and this bubble is going to fit right in here. Twist it around the cheek, and you can cut off this extra tail here or tuck it in, depending on how long your tail is, if you can hide it or not. Alright, so now this is the absolute minimum that I would do if I was trying to make a really fast owl. Just takes 3 balloons. You could draw the eyes right on the brown here, and you'd have a pretty good looking owl. But I'm going to do a couple more things to really pump it up another notch. So first thing, I'm going to give him a nice round little belly, because everything looks cuter when it's fatter, right? Except for me. But go ahead and put a couple of pumps of air in this little round balloon, and I'm going to leave it about the size of my palm. Tie it off there. You want it to still be nice and soft and squishy. We're going to take the nozzle and twist it into the neck here. Wrap it around the cheeks or whatever. So we've got it sticking out like this. And then you're just going to open up his stomach bubbles and wedge it in there. Alright, so you've got it nicely wedged. Just make sure his face is aligned. Everything's straight. See, doesn't that make him look so much cuter already? Just that little pudgy tummy. Okay, and then if you have some more extra time, you can add some white for the eyes. Now there's a couple different ways that I've tried eyes on this guy, and I like them all. So I haven't been able to choose the best way for you, but just experiment. For this video, I'll show you the round bubble eyeballs, which I do a lot, so you guys should be familiar with this. But just take another white 5-inch round and blow it up, kind of small, so like this big, and tie that off. Kind of want a long nozzle on this one because you're gonna need it. Now, using your 2 hands, twist this round in half. Try to get both halves as close to the same size as you can. And then pull out that nozzle. And using the nozzle, you're going to just tuck it right onto his face. If I had glue, I'd just glue him on, but that's not gonna work. So just take the nozzle right in between these 2 brown bubbles all the way through to the back. So you can pull it out on the other side. So there we've got his eyes attached. And now if you want to make this really secure, if you're going to give it to a little kid or something, you can tie this into his neck. You should have a lot of tails and stuff sticking out of the neck that you can tie it to. You can twist it around the neck. Sometimes that tends to make his eyes force down into the nose. So I like to tie it, but just experiment with it, see what you're comfortable doing. Alright, so now I've got his eyes firmly tied on. Just gonna make sure that everything is attached here like I want it to be. Ta-da! So that is the end of the different things that I would add to the owl. I like to keep my designs cute and simple, if you might have noticed. And all that's left to do is a little bit of artwork. So let me show you what I would normally do. Alright, so there you have it. You can see his eyes there, just drawn on. Owls have really big eyes, so I drew them nice and big. He kind of has a raised eyebrow too, like me. With this one, so we can match. Okay, now that you know one of my other talents, this is how my new owl design. I hope you guys like it. I came up with it just for you. I really wanted something that actually would look like an owl, so I hope that you guys think this looks like an owl. Let me know in the comments below what you think of it, if you're going to be trying it, and I will see you guys in the next video, and I promise you will not have to wait as long to see it. So thank you guys, all my subscribers. Holy cow, like, I checked my account. What? You guys are crazy. There's like 8,000 of you watching my videos. Thank you. And that's awesome. I never expected that many people to be interested in balloon animals, but yay, awesome. That's really cool. Thank you guys so much. And I do read all of your comments and messages, and I try to respond to as many as I can. So if you have anything to say, just let me know, and I will definitely see it. And then I'll see you guys in the next video. So thanks for watching. Bye.